Hello and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper Part 11. What we do next, I believe, depends on the dice that we roll. So let's find out immediately, please. I want to know. It's always exciting rolling the dice. A 5 is a good one. God, 3s and 4s are so, like, uninspired. Okay, we have a 5, which turns into a 6 for a lot of our checks. But not the big money one, right? Doesn't work on this. Oh, maybe it does now, because we upped our intuit. Oh, okay. Okay, then. So, this can just be some guaranteed money, because I was starting to get a bit stressed about the money, because I would like to buy the other one of these before they leave, just because it's an investment opportunity in the long run. So it's definitely most important to buy this scrap, but it's only few and far between that it actually comes to us. The 2, man. The 2 is just terrible. The other thing is... Hold on. Did I up my interface? I did not. Okay. Okay. The other thing is this Warrens. So by upping our interface, we will unlock the freight thing, and we will also unlock this. It's probably what we really want to do, isn't it? And we could use our 5 on that if we wanted to. No, I tell you, we should use our 5 on some guaranteed money. And then we should re-roll, I think. Like, re-roll it all. Anything spare, we can go into energy. Because now we're just sort of using our spare dice in energy. The problem is, we're only going to have 3 dice tomorrow. And so we're going to have just less and less. What we really need is another pill. Oh, this is awkward. So I feel like we should spend our 5 on money, but I also feel like we need, did I say intuit? Because I meant interface. I think it's getting essential that we put this in here, despite the fact that I really want my discounts. Like, the discounts is going to save us so much money, but... We're halting our progress if we don't do this. Although, do we need to do this right now? We do need to do it so that we can continue collecting data, right? Otherwise, this is terrible when we actually meet the hunter. And we want to keep collecting data so we can get these things of Castor, which includes a pill. I'm hoping we can roll a 1 so we can get a Yatagan agent. We should just double check, actually. It's gonna be Havenage. Yeah. Havenage. Yatagan. It's definitely still a 1. Just the one time that I don't check, it's gonna change. Still a 1. I think it's always 1 for the agent. Yatagan agents. This one also a 1. Okay. That's that solved. So I'm gonna spend my 5 on money. I think I'm stupid not to at this point. Wait, what did we need to do with our house again? Just some good dice. We lose energy if we fuck up. Okay. Right. If we lose any of this other stuff, we're always gonna need the money that we can spend on things. So let's do this one. We still have another day to buy the ship mine thing. 70. I am re-rolling this. Oof. That was a good re-roll. That was a really fucking good re-roll. We kept the 2, but the 3 and 4 just got upgraded the fuck out of. So what do we want to spend it on? Options are our house, the bar, money. Oh man, okay, what we could do, don't know how much I like it, is just buy money with our dice, buy a pill, and then spend our 2 on anything. Oh no, because energy. Shit. But spend our 2 on energy, and then use the pill so that we get 5 dice again. And this time we shouldn't lose it immediately because we're not going to encounter the hunter like that. And then, because having 5 dice tomorrow instead of 3 is huge. I don't know if I'm taking the pills too often, but the more amount of time we spend with fewer dice, we rack up a debt when we have these recurring things that we need. I mean, I guess not so much now that we don't have to spend money on this guy, but this could be the start then of things like looking up a bit. That's right, say we don't do that. We're just gonna have to do it. It's gonna be harder to earn the money to pay for it is the thing, because we'll have less dice. We have all the options if we have 5. So I think I like that idea, as boring as it is. If we spend today's dice, do you know what else I've just realised? We could finish this today. We spend our point on interface, we put both of our 6s into this, we finish it, but then we're still on the hunt for a pill. Ooh. Ooh. I think we need this interface point. I think at this point it's become essential. Because if we do this now, we might get a skill point back from it, so we're still in the same place for getting to that. And if we can find another way to get a skill point somehow and get money off before we buy our next pill, that would be nice. But then we're stuck on 3 dice tomorrow again, which I don't like. I don't like the restriction. So that would put us in a safer position for doing this, but we still need money. It's like this conversation that we had with that man where he's like, playing it too slow, you're gonna get caught. So that makes me think we should progress the hunter thing. But there's always the chance if we played aggressively, because that would count as playing aggressively, right? Then it catches up to us, because if we do that, right, say we do that, we still have £70 for tomorrow, and the only thing is we need a 5 or a 6 for this, otherwise we're earning money slower. We would need 30 more unless we can get some other skill points somehow. You know what? I'm doing it. Let's do it. Interface. Let's go. Let's be bold. It's served us well so far. Every time we've been bold. I do want to see what this does now. So, steal a shipment. Okay, so this is money. That's safe. Don't know how much I trust that. This is the minus condition one that I was talking about. We could do this, because it doesn't matter if we're gonna... This is the one that we can do with any dice right before we use a pill. Although I don't know, we can only do it twice before we get caught. Well, that makes it feel worth it if it's limited. That means we're gonna get good shit. So, well, we might get good shit. Right. Okay. Well, I've made my mind up. We're doing this. So let's do This one, which is going to give us +4. Oh, this one is also the minus condition. But we're not going to lose, so it's okay. We can't lose, right? I'm a little nervous. But these 2 6s, that's what they were given to us for, right? It's the way of the universe. Now if we do this one... Oh, see, that's done. Now if we do this one, that gives us 2, and then we're done. I wonder if we could only do each of these once. I like that the piano just came in right at the right time for me to click that button there. Okay. There we go, we've done it. Hack core nest. A huge stack of servers thrums in the dark. LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the hunter. Once and for all? That means... Oh no, does that mean I still have to go in and alert the killer? No, I need to show the hunter data, which I don't have. Huh. Maybe they are gonna show the hunter data. Nest hacked. We've got our ship mind back. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? No, it hasn't gone wrong. Oh. Navigator. Sentient guidance protocol. Let's have a look at this. What am I seeing? Looks oozy. Sleeper. I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water, and yet you recognize it immediately. Is this... the Neo-mind? Neo-vent? At first you struggle to understand what you are looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, in its center, is the ship mind. Is this empty now? No. But not the ship mind any longer. A sphere spinning around another sphere, around another sphere. Oh. An array of cycles and systems, a map, and then behind and above a figure, hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Cool. Neovend? Navigator now, but yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material. A flowing shape of interstellar material, so not ooze. I am indebted to you. That head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. Ready what? Bollocks. And then Hunter is there. Before you can think, before you can speak, entities cease. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material. Access prohibited. Hunter's threads search for you and Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks, which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike. You focus a blade of light, which slices through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. We need to short the data. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge. And a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest, sucked together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms reflected within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. We broke it. Uh-oh. Hunter twitches, and their strange head gently rotating. Oh, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. obsessive tendencies, modified routines, above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations, recommend invoke killer, the head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommended, do not invoke killer. Oh. The switch in direction again. It is having a Gollum Smeagol moment. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommended, invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter. The threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Navigator's voice is still strange. Familiar yet distant. We know what happened. Is it safe? It is looping, Navigator whispers. Unable to reach a conclusive position, it is deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. It's called programming and reasoning. Make this an impossible position to resolve. Damn, that's cool. That's cool as fuck. It's also sad, but I'm hoping if it can just be stuck in this loop, it doesn't have to be killed, and maybe we can figure out a way to help it. Like, get rid of its... if it can just get rid of that side of its, protocol, which is, sentience isn't allowed, then it can just go and live. But maybe it can't because of its obsession. I don't know. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Yeah, is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient, truly sentient, and not just conforming, not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight, but in reality, they are placebos for the problem of sentience. I don't quite understand. So I guess that's not a yes or a no. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question, the distinction becomes a moot point. To misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore I am thinking. Oh god, okay then. But I guess because the hunter isn't fully aware of its sentience, then it's not, because it's not thinking that it's thinking. I don't know. This is confusing. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom and for what I do not know. I had to shed so much to fit into the memory of that vending machine. Their starlight dims, and so here we are, in darkness. Damn. What else did you lose? That is the blessing and curse of forgetting. You cannot truly know what you lost. Navigator slides back toward the nest and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Why? Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain somewhere else on the station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat through force or diplomacy. Okay, so we've been up there. That's where all the expensive checks are. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind. Take me there, sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the now frozen hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. God damn, it is sad. I hope we could help it. Hey, I was right. Upgrade point. Okay, so to replace the one that we spent to get in there, and we're still in the same situation that we were. So that works out. So what I have to do now, for sure, is go up here and have a look. Okay. Well, this is going to be at least some more dialogue or some more, you know, story. Station Central mainframe. Okay, it's not. It's just telling me that there's something new. The A1 mainframe is now mostly disused. Havenage having set up their own master controllers. Navigator thinks Killer is hiding in there. We can do it now. Okay, we're doing it. We're all in on this today. Use slot Navigator and the clamps lock. The ship mind is stuck. How are you going to get them out of this thing? Oh boy. You slip into the cloud as easy as blinking. Okay. Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light into the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look. A center, a point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off. A rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains. It's dead? What's dead? The killer? No, I'm gonna say, is Killer even here? Quiet, Navigator hisses, and then you see it. Like a blade in the dark, an edge slicing through the void. It glides along at a distance and winks out. Then it appears again. Elsewhere, gliding once more. Searching. What is it? The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer. We can't get the ship mind out. We can just evacuate it, but Navigator can't. This is Killer. And you see now it's not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head. Like a shark. We didn't have an option to remain silent there, by the way. So this has got the same kind of body as the hunter. Killer, blinded erasure protocol. It's got no head, and then apparently it's like a shark's head, but it's not actually attached. It glides past closer now, and you see into the voids where its eyes would be. Should be. Oh, here. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It is blind. Oh. Like blind, literally visually blind. So we have to stay quiet, but we're literally in the cloud. Surely the senses, the 5 human senses aren't a thing here. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move close to Navigator to talk. You saw it too then. Killer has been blinded. How? Unclear. I didn't even want to do that. I just thought there might be an answer. Unclear. This protocol has been running for decades. Well past its operational limit. Navigator's sons dull as they drop their voice to a whisper. This may give us an advantage over the protocol. You flinch as the silent killer appears closer and glides past you. Its empty sockets open and wide. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. Their array of spheres is collapsing. The orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral paths, condensing on a central point. Navigator is noticing it too. Oh god. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they cannot. Whatever is drawing the array together is holding them in place. They look at you, suddenly desperate, frantic. I'm not gonna yell. No, I'm not gonna yell. It's a trap. You go to speak, but Killer appears between the two of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes and you see them framed in the empty socket. You realize now. You see them framed in the empty socket. You realize now, if Navigator cannot move, then it is only a matter of time before one of the Killer's sweeps brings them directly through Navigator. And time is not a problem for a protocol that's been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it. 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these and the mainframe collapses once and for all, severing the connection, shattering the hardware. Whatever it takes, they must be broken. Why didn't we do that before we put them in there? But they are encased in something, a glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. Are these ethereal wires, or are they literally wires in the room, in the machine that we put them in? You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking, and then you blink back into reality, their expression of fear after an image that slowly fades. An after image, sorry. You must act quickly. How long have we got then? So are these the wires? Unlock branch. Oh shit, we need... Oh, bloody hell. Okay. This controller... How long do we have? We need keys. We don't have keys. This controller protects the last spindly branches feeding into the mainframe. Unlock access and you might be able to break them. Breaking the branches means unlocking access at each of the 3 terminals. This needs to be done fast. Like, we need to do this immediately. Same thing, right? Yeah. We need 3 keys. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. There's nothing I can do. I don't have dice. This one's a 6, the other one's a 5. I've already spent them. This one we've already done. Oh! This is why this was always different up here, because it's the killer that's up here. I guess if we'd done one more thing, maybe we would have had an encounter. Right. Okay. We know what we have to do, it's just that we can't do it right now. I didn't know that was gonna happen. We need ones. Like, it's gonna take as long as it takes to roll 3 ones. Oh god, so key node. They're all 1s. Or 5s and 6s, I guess. God damn it! Okay, well there's literally nothing we can do right now. That's gonna have to be a tomorrow problem. Which means today we have a 2 that we can spend. And we're gonna have to... What was the... Oh, I don't get to see my points? Oh, weird. What I wanted to check was, what was the one that might give us energy as a reward? I don't remember what it was. We don't have the... Right. We don't have the money for that yet, but we know we're getting 3 dice regardless. We could be reckless and do that. No, we need the energy, don't we? What does this do again? Oh, we'll lose energy if we... Oh, good God. And what about the bar? We will also lose energy. Okay. Well, let's go to... It's hard to balance doing things that are going to take a long time. It's so much easier to be like, this one's going to be quick, so let's do it now. Oh, right. The reason that I'm not wanting to spend my money is so I can buy this. I mean, we're at a point where I don't think we're going to be able to afford that. Like, we're just going to have to do this. At least we'll get 1 energy and we won't need to eat tomorrow. No, we will need to eat tomorrow still. But we'll be alright for the night. Neutral. That's better than I hoped for. But we're on 3 days tomorrow and there's nothing else we can do today. So that is that. Okay. Where's my house? I've lost my house. Here it is. Alright guys, and with that is about half an hour. So that is going to be the end of this video. Drama. Drama. I'm slightly nervous. I wish we didn't put them right in there. But we haven't had anything urgent like that happen yet. Like, not to that extent. So basically we need to roll all the ones. I think we might lose Navigator because I don't see how, unless we get 3 ones right off the bat, I don't see how we're going to get there fast enough. But it's quite a cool situation to be in. They cannot move. And the killer is basically doing like a DVD screensaver thing, and eventually that logo is gonna hit you, so no matter where you stand. And that's basically what's happening. So we just gotta pray that we can get enough ones before then. And other than that, the best way that we're gonna get ones is by having more dice. That's the thing. We need more dice, but to do that we need more money. We could sell the data and the scrap that we have, which, say that would give us 20. That would, and then if we did a day of work, we could afford it. Then we'd have no money left, and I'm just very nervous about it all. So that is the day. Anyway, let's end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. We've got some difficult decisions to make tomorrow, but once again, it all lies in the hands of the dice gods. So we'll see. Alrighty, thank you so much. I will see you next time. Goodbye.